love my tricep, bicep, and shoulder workout, and one of the reasons is because it's super, super effective. As you get older and you don't work on your strength, or you tend to just stick to cardio, it's really easy for your arms and your upper body in general to just not look the way it used to, and nobody wants that. Like, you want it to have that strength. You want to have the definition. You definitely don't want the waddle when you wave, which is a huge complaint I hear from women in our general age range. So we're gonna fix that. Grab your wrists, stretch gently. If you've had any injuries, surgeries, anything like that, please check with your doctor or your physical therapist before you start working out, because the last thing you want to do is set yourself back. Push your fingertips back towards me. I'm really excited about this workout. I have some new moves in here because, you know, I like to keep it mixed up. I definitely do not want it to get boring. So after we do a half an hour of triceps, biceps, and shoulders, we're going to move right into abs, which is super exciting. Okay, so the first one we're going to do are reach triceps. So I want you to get on your mat. And we're going to do each of these exercises for a minute. Sometimes you'll notice I'll do reps and we'll do 2 sets. And other times I go for a minute, I just mix it up. Again, in the interest of keeping it, keeping you guys guessing. Okay, so what you want to do is sit with your hands right underneath your shoulders, and you want to go up. So you're in sort of a flat position, but not totally. And what I want you to do is reach and reach. So 1 and 1 is 1. We're going to start off slowly. This is not about speed. This is about form. And what do I always tell you that you have to remember? You have to remember to keep your core tight. It's absolutely critical. So go at your own speed. This is going to burn your triceps up like crazy, and that's what we want. Your fingertips are facing your feet. Woo. So see if you don't keep your core tight, it's really easy to get off balance. If you can't touch your foot and you can just go like that, that's all I care about. Squeeze those abs, squeeze those triceps. Come on, I know that this burns. My triceps are on fire right now. Make sure when you put your hands down, you're putting them in the same place. Don't start reaching further back. Breathe through it. Take a break when you need to. When we go, do reps or a minute. It doesn't matter. You take a 3 to 4 second break when you need to let the burn subside. 2, 1, done. That was great. Great, great, great. I just need a little bit of water. I don't think I drank enough yesterday because I was running around a lot. And sometimes I forget to take my water bottle. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is an X raise. So you're gonna hold 2 dumbbells out to your sides at shoulder height. Lower them down in front of you in an X. Raise again, and then we'll alternate which arm is in front. You definitely do not want to go too heavy with this. I'm going to go with my 5s, see how I do. I can always drop down to my 3s if I need to. Okay, let's go. So your feet are hip width apart, core tight, out to your side, so you lower them in front of you, back up. And you want to really squeeze them in front of you, get them as far as you can go in that X. I know, keep that core tight, super important. Come on. Squeeze. I'm resting for a second. There's no shame in that game whatsoever. 10 seconds left, come on. I know that this burns. I know your shoulders are on fire. Do not release your core. 3, 2, 1, done. Shoulders are just challenging, and they have been from moment one for me. Elise, thank God it's Friday, for sure. A fun weekend with my girls planned. Fun little sleepover for them, which is also fun for me. I love having all the kids over. Close to the vest. You're gonna hold your arms down by your sides with the dumbbells. So you're gonna curl. So the weight is gonna be like this across your body so you don't hit yourself with it. And you just wanna keep it close to the vest, close to your chest. Okay, really squeeze. I'm gonna start with 8s and see how I do. You know, sometimes I can go higher with biceps, but then there's certain bicep exercises where I need to go a little lower. Okay, let's do this. Squeeze. We got this, come on. Just squeeze those biceps and keep that core tight. Your midsection is the center of your power. Keep it tight, prevents injury, ensures good form, and then you're also working it, strengthening it, toning it, while you're working on other parts of your body. Come on. We got this. I love the jump start that a new year gives, and this year has been no exception. Getting my eating in check, not drinking alcohol for the month of January, just going back to my usual habit of trying to do ab blasts after most of the workouts, not all. Drinking more water, which again I didn't do a very good job at yesterday, but that's okay. Okay, so the next I call plank, downward, still dog, and that's because there are 3 moves to this exercise. So I want you to focus. Again, we're rarely going for speed. If we're going for speed in an exercise, I'll tell you. But other than that, I care much more about form. Okay, so you are gonna start in a plank position. Straight line from your head to your toe. I want you to go into downward facing dog. Get that tailbone up as high as you can so you feel this in your triceps. Then you're gonna come into still dog, okay, where your knees are up off the ground right in front of you. And then you go back into plank. Okay, so plank, downward facing dog, still dog, but you're gonna have to move your hands, and then you go back into plank. Okay, so we're just gonna go through this motion. It's really good. Your triceps are gonna be burning up, but at the same time, you're also working your chest, and you're working your back, and you're working your legs. Core tight, tight, tight. Okay, so 1 minute, you take those breaks when you need to. Plank, downward facing dog as high as you can, and really squeeze those triceps. Go into still dog, back to plank, downward facing dog, still dog. So still dog, you see the position I'm in, your knees are up off the ground. Back into plank, downward facing dog, still dog, back to plank. So just get into a rhythm, but the whole point of this exercise is you're squeezing those triceps. Make them work. Hi, sweetie. Okay, back into plank, downward facing dog, still dog. Take a break. Come on, we've got 5 more seconds. Downward facing dog, still dog. I love that one. And when you're forced to think about what you're doing in an exercise a lot because there's a series of movements, it can help the time go faster too. Sweetie, No, Do you want to get your cap in the bathroom so you don't forget? Okay, so the next one we're doing are braced biceps. So we can do these on the ball, you can do them on a chair, you'll want a padded chair. And the whole point is just that your elbow is braced. You'll want to kind of scoot back if you're on your ball. And I want you to lower and squeeze. So you really are forced to isolate that muscle. You still want to keep your core tight. I'm going to go for 10s. We're going to do 45 seconds on each side. Take a break when you need to. And the thing about this is find your perfect position, but I want full extension on that arm, so you really have to squeeze that bicep to curl it in. So you'll feel you're squeezing that bicep on the way out and on the way in. I'm glad I did the 10s. I don't know if I'll make it all the way through. Full extension, that's where the real work comes in. As we get fatigued, we can start to cheat a little bit and not go all the way down. We go all the way. Full extension. Squeeze. This should be really burning you up. Okay, other side. Whew. So again, find your position. You might need to scoot back a little bit. So don't let the weight flop down. You want slow, controlled, really focus on squeezing that bicep on the curl and on the release. Squeeze. Squeeze. We got this. Come on, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Whew, I really, really like that one. Just every bicep exercise that you do feels a little bit different, and that's what I love about them. The next one we're doing, another shoulder exercise called I don't knows. Feet hip width apart, core tight, shoulders back. I don't know. So you really want to squeeze those shoulders. I think I'm going to go with my other 10. It's like all the way under here. I think I'm going to go with 12s. So we're going to do 1 minute for this. Do not release your core, okay? So imagine if you could just walk around all day and your kids ask you stuff and other people ask you stuff and you're like, I don't know. That'd be really annoying though. Squeeze, squeeze. How do your weights feel? Take breaks when you need to, because this is a total burn. Hold on, keep going. No, you can keep going. Sorry. Keep going. Squeeze, squeeze. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. I got a little break in there helping my daughter, but you guys did not. And even if you did take a break, that's fine. You know that I am a proponent of taking breaks. Okay, so do you want to do standing triceps or seated triceps? Let's go ahead and do them seated. I like the seated ones. I like all of them actually. I really like tricep exercises. Okay, so you don't want to go too heavy. I think I'm going to try a 10 and see where that takes me because my 8 is right behind me. So you're going to sit on your side, leaning on this arm. Your other arm goes up. You lower. Now see where my elbow is pointed, straight at the ceiling. and then you come up, and you will notice that this part of my arm does not move at all. It stays completely static. Only this part of my arm is moving. So pay attention to how your weight feels. If your form starts to falter, just drop down or drop completely. But you've got to keep those abs tight too. We're going to do a minute on each side. Don't be mad. Triceps are one of those muscles that respond really quickly when you work them consistently. So, okay, I'm dropping down to my 8. And if I have to drop down to my 5, I will. There's no shame in that. I'm gonna let the burn subside for a second. Squeeze. Okay, my form's starting to falter, so for the last few seconds, I'm gonna go with my 5. 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. So look, I use 3 weights in a 1 minute period. And is there anything wrong with that? Nope. I'm working hard, I'm fatiguing my muscles. Now you might find you have one arm that is stronger than the others, and that is okay. Very common, in fact. It's not because you're working them differently, it's just, you know, your body is very intricate and very amazing. And that is why you have to take care of it. You don't want to end up older, breaking down, and then it's too late to do anything about it. So, okay, less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And you know what's amazing about this? When I get messages from you guys, you tell me how good you're feeling, just in general, your energy levels, that you're sleeping better, that you're just feeling better in general, better outlook. You're liking the way your clothes fit, you're liking the muscle definition you see. These things are attainable, and you guys are attaining them because I get your messages all the time, and that's one of the reasons I love doing this. So, okay, so we're gonna do 3 curls. And this is basically, you're gonna hold dumbbells at your sides, you're gonna curl them up halfway for 10 reps. Then you're gonna curl from your chest up for 10 reps, and then we're gonna do 10 full. Okay, so I'm not gonna time this one. Go at your own pace, work hard. If you don't finish all of them, that's fine. I think I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna go with my 10s, and then I can always drop down if I need to. Okay, feet hip width apart, core tight, halfway up and down. Really squeeze those biceps on the way up and the way down. And remember that core, you are squeezing that also. Isn't this funny? Halfway, and I'm burning up already. Okay, take a little break. Now we're gonna go halfway up to the top, okay? So you squeeze on the way up and on the way down. Is your core tight? 3, 2, come on. 1. So now we're gonna do 10 full. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna start with these and see if I can get through. Squeeze up, squeeze on the way down, full extension. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna go to fives. I'm gonna go to eights for the remaining 5. Come on. These last few should burn like crazy. Even if you drop the weights, you can still squeeze. Awesome. Awesome. Shake it out. Woo. That was really good. That always gets me. I can tell you guys, there are just going to be certain exercises that are going to kick your butt until the end of time. Okay. Oh, shoulder exercise. Okay. It's called tick-tock, you don't stop. Put your thumbs on the front of your shoulders and just push towards me. Stretch them out for a second. Okay. So tick-tock, you don't stop. Your arms are in front. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Do not go heavy. I have my 5s, and then I'm also going to get my 3s readily available. 1 minute. Core tight, shoulders back. We got this, come on. Take those breaks when you need to. Squeeze those shoulders, squeeze that core. I am dropping down. I like this one because you're working your whole arm. It's just your shoulders are bearing the brunt of it. Come on, 10 seconds. Breathe through it. 3, 2, 1, done. Oh my gosh. That is a burn like no other. So you'll notice I put my weights away. It drives me crazy when I used to go to a gym and people would be working out and using different size weights and they would just have them scattered all over the place. It's dangerous. You get more fatigued, you're not paying attention, you turn around, you step, and you're down. So, okay. The next one we are going to do, how are we doing with time? Oh, we're doing great. So next one we're going to do our tricep pumps, one of my favorite exercises. You're going to hinge over, your arms are straight. You're going to start right at about hip level, and you're going to squeeze and go up as high as you can. And pulse, pulse, pulse for 1 minute. I am going to start with 8s. I can always drop down to 5s if I want to. Okay, let's go. Squeeze, come on, really squeeze those triceps, keep your abs tight. How's your weight feel? Drop down if you need to, or if your form is good, take a 3 to 4 second break, hinge back over, get back into it. Squeeze, come on. Okay, I'm gonna drop down. 2, 5s. Squeeze, come on, squeeze them as hard as you can. Got less than 10 seconds, come on. Don't start flinging them. 2, 1, done. Everything on me is sore right now, and I love that. That is a really good feeling. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, get your bowl, get your weights, and we're going to do incline hammer curls. So you're gonna get on your ball. And you're gonna roll off. Okay, so you want your butt about 5 inches off the ground. So you're gonna hold your weights facing up and down like that. And you're gonna go down and squeeze to get them back up. So you need to make sure you can extend your arm all the way. And if not, just roll up a little bit more. Okay. Squeeze and full extension. That's where the real work comes in, is with that extension. Adjust yourself if you start hitting the ground. Gotta keep that core tight. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my 8s. How are you guys doing? Again, adjust your position. Oh my gosh. We've got 10 more seconds. Take a break when you need to. My legs are sore. 3, 2, 1, done. Good work. See how we're doing. Oh, awesome. Okay, so for the next one, we are going to do a shoulder hold. So you're gonna hold up to the front for 20, out to the side for 20, and then back to the front again for 20. So don't go too heavy, squeeze as hard as you can, and let's do this. Or sorry, we're out in front for 20 seconds. Your feet are hip width apart. I have a little bend in my legs. I'm absolutely squeezing my core. My abs are on fire right now, even though I'm working shoulders. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, out to the side. The breathing helps you keep your form, helps to give you something to focus on. Take a break when you need to. Back and front. Take a little break when you need to. Less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, let's go ahead and stretch out because I need to get going on abs. So go ahead and put your ball out to the side. Rest your hand on top of it, kind of on the top, but off towards you, and adjust it if you need to, and let your shoulders sink towards the floor, and you will get a phenomenal bicep stretch. Then I want you to put your elbow into it and back yourself up further away from the ball, and really feel that tricep stretch. Go to the other side. Again, you might need to move further away from it. I love these stretches on the ball. They feel so good. Again, you scoot yourself away from it, adjust your ball until you find that perfect stretch. Then stretch both hands, put both hands on the ball, stretch. And that just feels good. And it's stretching sort of your chest, shoulders, biceps. Put your put your thumbs on the front of your hips and press your shoulders towards me. Back. Okay. Let's start abs. 10 minutes. Let's do it. Okay, so the first one that we are gonna do is an around the world. So you're gonna sit up with your legs straight and your feet together. And what I want you to do is you're gonna lean, and this is your position. That's why it's called around the world. So big sweeping position, holding a dumbbell. Don't go too heavy. I'm gonna start with my 8, but I'll have my 5 here if I need to. We're going for 1 minute. Okay, so lean towards your feet. You want to go back and over your head. Make sure your weight is not too heavy. I'm going to actually put that down. And you're leaning back, so you're having to fight. You might find that you need to anchor your feet under your couch or your kid, and that's fine. But you really have to fight. So we're gonna go in the other direction now. Come on, you squeeze those abs as hard as you can. Ooh, I gotta stretch my abs out for a second. Because they are sore from the past few days. Oh, we're done. Sorry, I need to stand up and stretch. Okay. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay on the ground. Your hands are up under your rear end. And you're gonna squeeze up, squeeze to lower, squeeze to open, squeeze to close. 1 minute. I want great, 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 great form. Okay, squeeze up, squeeze when you lower, squeeze to open, squeeze to close. So there are 4 times that you're squeezing your abs. Well, you're pretty much working them the whole time, but if you're looking at sort of dividing it, squeeze to get them up, squeeze to lower, don't let them flop down, and don't let your feet touch the ground unless you need to take a break. And don't hold your breath. There's no shame in taking a break. Even if you take 5 breaks, I just want you to work your hardest. You're up, you're here, so push yourself. It'll be over before you know it. Less than 10 seconds. Honestly, my abs are burning up, but my legs are. 2 from leg day. 2, 1, done. I really do like that one though. Okay. Let's get onto our side to work our obliques. Very, very simple exercise. Your knees are stacked, your hand is down in front. You squeeze to lower. Sorry, squeeze to come up, squeeze to lower. You never pull on your head. Your fingers are just resting lightly back there. We're gonna do 45 seconds on each side. Put your fingers there. Do you feel it squeezing? As you get fatigued, don't start pulling on your head. Squeeze. Come on. Squeeze as hard as you can. 5 more seconds on this side. 3, 2, 1, done. Other side. Okay, arm in front, leg stacked, squeeze. Can you guys keep going? I hear my daughter's alarm going off and she's not waking up. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna finish. I know that was a minute for you guys, sorry. It's being a mom, working out, right? Okay. So the next one I want you to do is you're gonna get on all fours and you're gonna lift your knees up off the ground. We did it before in one of our moves. Squeeze those abs. That's the only way you're gonna keep your knees off the ground. They only need to be about 2 to 3 inches off. Okay? How are we doing for time? Excellent. All right, let's go for 1 minute. Take those breaks when you need to. Your feet can be anywhere from 3 inches apart to 12 inches apart. It's totally up to you. I like mine about 3 inches apart. So you have to squeeze those abs as hard as you can. And don't hold your breath. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a break when you need to. Come down. We got this. This is hard, really hard. Just fight, do not quit, finish the minute. Don't ever quit on yourself. I don't care if you have to keep taking breaks. I am too. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, the next one, you may need to anchor your feet under your couch. But you have to understand, you know, sometimes I get messages from you guys discouraged when you have to do that. Why don't you have to hook your feet? I can't do it unless I hook my feet. You have to build your core strength up and you will get there. So we are gonna sit back, you're gonna squeeze your abs to bring yourself up and then lower. So sorry about the shoulders because I know we just worked them. And you don't have to use a weight. Lower. So you see how I'm lowering and I'm raising in a really slow and controlled way. There's nothing rushed about this at all. I'm going to drop that. My shoulders were ready to mutiny on me. I'm going to grab a 5 though. Squeeze to lower, squeeze to come back up. We never go off momentum. You're never jerking your body to get back up. That's why you anchor your feet if you need to. Take a break when you need to, like I just did. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, we're gonna do straight crunches for the remaining time. Hands are behind your head, feet are flat on the ground. You squeeze your abs to come up. Notice I'm not pulling on my head, my fingers are just resting. You're not doing this, you're heading straight towards the ceiling and lowering. So let's go till the buzzer runs out. And I want you to hold for a beat at the top and really squeeze. Come on. We got this. No problem. Don't hold your breath, please. Take as many breaks as you need to. You're still working hard. It only takes a couple seconds for the burn to subside so you can keep going. We're done. Rock yourself up. Well, let's just give a little stretch to those abs. Get your hands and feet as far away from each other as they can be. your knee into your chest. Oh, that feels good on my hamstrings from yesterday. Rock yourself up. We are done. I appreciate you guys so much. Somebody's saying hi, Elise. Oh, yes, it's definitely okay to drop or lower weights. I do it all the time. Saturday morning, I'm definitely working out. Maybe I'll do chest and back. If you guys have any requests, you know I love getting your requests. So I usually end up doing whichever one I get the most requests for. Okay, have a great day. Bye.